Alright then folks, welcome back to Giren's Greed, Zeon of Casval campaign. So, this is going to be an incredibly short episode. Not incredibly short, probably about 20 minutes, because I totally didn't consider this, but in the last episode we got Zaku's, or Hyzaks, right? And in a tech level or two we're about to get Galbaldi's. Now the question remains, do you guys want me to go up to double Zeta Tech, or do you want me to stay with the 1 year war stuff? Basically, do you want it to be another Delaz fleet, or do you want it to be another Principality of Zeon? Because that's basically what it's going to come down to. If you guys want me to do the future stuff, I'll probably use a bunch of Gallus J's or Balwus or whatever I get my hands on and can use and try to kill Zeon as soon as I can, because they're about to start spamming big zombs if my test playthroughs have anything to say about it. Or do you want me to just stay with the stuff right now and only tech up to 16 and get the rest of Char's special units and go do other stuff? I don't know. It's still, they're going to be using a bunch of big zombs, so, which is a very big issue for me because big zom, goddammit. But yeah, so do you guys want me to tech up? Do you want me to stay at tech 16? But that's what we're going to be doing this episode. We're going to be getting to tech 16 and we're going to start researching a bunch of this shit. Because there's one ability that I totally forgot you can do, and it took me a while to remember. I remembered it at the very end of the last episode. You can trade 3,000 credit, or resources, for 3,600 credit. Yeah, this is 36,000. I didn't see that other zero. But yeah, we trade a bunch of credits for, or a bunch of resources for a bunch of credits. Which is nice, which we're going to get most of the designs. Especially the newest ZL, because we just got that. This one... So we do need this. We're not actually going to double it because that'd be 10,000 and a third of what we just made. So that's not going to work. Or Loa? No, that's the ship. I don't remember what this thing's called, but it's that little weird tank thing. We don't actually need that. The Valvara, we want that. The Elmith, we need one of those. The Dwattage Kai. Yeah, sure, why not? The Sturm Dom. We don't need one of those just because they only have one unit, or one per unit, which makes them kind of weak. We'll get those later. The Gauchia, why not? This is an aquatic unit that they took all the aquatic parts out, so it's not all that useful. The Gelgug B, we want that, and then the Gelgug Cannon, because if we do both of those, we'll get access to the Gelgug Marine, which we want that. The Camphor, sure, why the hell not? We have Casval Gundam, so we're not going to use them because they're weaker, but why not? The Drossi, we don't actually need. That's 1,000, so let's get it anyway. That thing, which is an upgrade to the Yak guy, we don't need that. Neither do we need that. Or that. That's actually an upgrade to the Zegok, weirdly enough. We don't even need a Zok, to be honest. Zoks are nice, but we don't need those. We definitely need those, because I totally forgot about one thing. These lead to a very useful mobile suit that Zeon has been using against us. Balls. No, we don't need them. High mobility GMs. We have Casval Gundam, so it'd be basically the same stats. So we're going to avoid those. Space Commander GMs. Those are basically Zaku F2s, so we don't need those. Gun Tank, don't need those, we have Gigans. Gun Tank, don't need those. Zommel, nah, I don't want to pay for it. Guazine, we don't need. We'll get those later. Danube, don't need. Core Booster, don't need. Core Fighter, don't need. Tataris, I believe, something like that. Stupid Federation plane, we don't need. The Tin Cod, we don't need. The Teve, we might get, because it's a free ship. The Flying Mantis, we don't need. The Late Class Musi, we want. The Columbus, we don't need. And the Big Tray we don't need. The Hyzak we're already developing. You know what? How many turns could we scratch off? We could scratch off 2 turns by paying 3,000 more credits. Let's do it. And so... Oh, we scratched off a turn. Never mind, I was reading that wrong. Oh well. So we're gonna invest a little bit, just 2,000. Next turn we'll trade for some more credits, and we'll use that set of credits to fully tech up to 16, which will get the first of Char's special units. Well, second, because the Casval was technically the first. It's slightly better than the Casval Gundam, so we won't use them. But they are fun. and nothing happened. First we want to do this one. We can do that same event again, and we get less credits for it, but still totally worth it, because what would we use all those resources for? It's not like we're going to build a shit ton of nightingales or anything. Unless you guys want me to. I can totally do that. I'm going to avoid doing Alpha Azerials, though, just because those are for the CCA campaign. We'll be using probably like 10 of them in that one. Because Amuro with the new Gundam. It's not fun. And we got the Hyaku. One of the... Yeah, okay, we got some free money. That's nice. One of the things that was also mentioned to me, which it was incredibly good that we still have all these Zakus everywhere. Because it's like, Zaku Kai! Magically into a Hyaku. They do barely more damage, but we can give them beam machine guns. And they have much more HP. Like... 460. They have about 100 more HP, so it's not all that much more, actually. Oh well. We want the laser machine guns, though, because those are so much better. Yeah, I'll upgrade those all off camera. We'll have the money. It's mostly resources anyway. It's like 150 and 620, and then 50 and 80. So we have the resources to do it. And that means when we do attack Zeon, it'll be a lot easier. And we could also start peeling some stuff off. It's probably a really good idea that I didn't build a bunch of Dom 2s to replace those. We have a Desert Zaku B. We might actually start using a couple of these, just because we can use them with bazookas against Big Zom. Though we have Casval Gundam, so Big Zom shouldn't be all that tough to fight. And we're going to be bleeding money pretty fast because of teching up isn't all that cheap. And resources won't be coming in all that fast, but we'll trade them when we get the money, or the resources. That's pretty good timing, actually. So, we're going to do some more of that now that we're at 15. I don't think we get anything good. Well, we do get something good, but we don't have the Psychomuzaku, so we don't get anything good. And we'll get that in... No, that's the Almuth. This one? No, that's a Valvaro. Oh, that's the MA6. I thought that was the MS6. Where is the Psychomu? How long till we get Galgooks? 1 turn. Well, we're about to get a bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah, it's the last one. We want one of those. Also, we're about to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how many spots do we have open? 3. So we need to bleed off 5 units. So this is a Hyaku, so we can send this to here. We can get rid of one of the Zaku Fs here. So that means we have 6, so we need to get rid of 4 more. So we'll take 1 off of here. So there's 25 there, and we'll take 2 off of here. And we're taking out the Zaku Fs just because they're Zaku Fs. So we have 8 spots now? 7 spots. Well, we'll take 1 extra off. As worst comes to worst, that means there's less people inside 3, because basically as soon as we take out India, we're gonna... as soon as we grab India, which we're going to do from the water from this direction, I think, we'll have people in place to attack side 3. We'll take out Zeon as quickly as we can. And then holding the atmosphere will be pretty easy. Yeah, those guys are still there. 40 there, they're not building anything. Yeah, I went back and looked at the footage from a few days ago. Like 2 weeks ago. There's like 8 big Zoms being built at once. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, we've done everything, I believe. Yes, we have. So we're going to end the turn. And yeah, we're going to be fighting big Zoms for a while, but we luckily are on special mode, so we'll use some Gundams to take them out. And we got the Psychomuzaku, the Dwadage Kai. Yeah, it is the Dwadage Kai, the Gashia, the other Galgoog, the Camphor, or Campfear, depending on who you are, the Drossi, and the Valvaro, or Valwaro. And we got access to the Gelgoog Marine, the Gelgoog Jaeger. I like those, but we're not going to use them. The Galbaldi B, because we get those at Tech 15. I thought it was 16. The Zeong, which I totally forgot about, and we are totally going to use. And the Zaku Mariner, I believe these things are called. Hygogs are still better. So, going to attack up a little bit more. What kind of deal can we get for this? 25? No, not worth it. I want kind of on par if I can get it. But we have a bunch of units we're not going to use. Mainly this one, because it's a single unit and really weak. We're also not going to use a camphor, so we can just get rid of it. We're not going to use this, so we can get rid of it. We're definitely not using the Draw C. So those are weaker. Those are basically the Zaku F2s. The Gashia. Nah, we don't need it. We will keep that because we can upgrade into a Zeong. We don't need that because we have them other places, and the Volvaro we will use. Send those to there. How many troops do you have in here? 32 against 28 and 26. So it'll be 28 and 28. But because we can, we're going to get the Gelgoog Marine. We're going to go for the Zeong and the Galbaldi B, which is MS-17. I didn't actually know what that one was. Where is it? Oh, it's up there. Of course it is. So yeah, we're gonna get those. So yeah, it's up to you guys if I actually use the Galbaldi B, because I have a bunch of Galbaldis, so I could easily upgrade them, but it's up to you guys. What's the deal right now? Still the same as earlier in the turn when I checked. And we need 3 more. We need 3 more sets of 120, so we need 36. So to get up to 16, we will have to trade in some credits. But that means we can wait a few turns. Yep. Now I don't have the money to spare. I was gonna say, should I get some, or should I get the Gelgoog Jaeger? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Or it's the Gelgoog Jaeger, but that would be strange. The newest CL? We want one of those. The Elmith, we want one of those. In the late class Musai. Okay. And we got a little bit more yeah, we got a little bit more money and we have our credits back, so that's good. Let's just send those all to there. For fun, and then we'll get rid of 3 units here. Like, we could... No, we won't get rid of the late class Misai. We'll get rid of the rest of the Zaku Fs. And in between, I'll upgrade these all to Hyzax. Then we have 4 Elmiths, you know. 1 for all 4 of our new types. Even though we have like 12. Or 10, actually. Which is a scary number, and if we use Sazabis, means we'll have like 12 new types running around in circles. For fun. Yeah, so next turn we'll have to trade in some more credits. It's going up by about 600 per turn. Which isn't a good number, but we can live with that. And I don't think Zeon's producing anything anywhere. Whoops. Skip that. I just want to check if they're actually doing anything production-wise. 40. 32. Yeah, they're all the same. How's that going? 23 versus 14. That's fine. If they do attack us in Mexico, we can totally just, like, camp out here with some Hygogs and totally murder anyone who tries to grab it and just sit through it. Yeah, I'm not worried about those guys, and the Federation can attack us over the water all they like. They can't do shit to us. And we outnumber them quite heavily. Real question is a 17, 28, 7, 27 there. Okay, so these two are kind of Cold War standoff kind of thing. As far as Zeon hasn't attacked either of these two, though. We'll eventually attack here. What do we have in here, anyway? Oh, hey, we can make some more of those. Or we can make some Volvaros, if we wanted. Or some Dwadaj Kais. But we don't. We want to attack up to 16. We won't have the money, so let us do this first. Yeah, 26,100. But that should last us for a while. Because we're not building 12 new units just yet. Or 11, because we have 11 ace pilots. We might, though.
報告します。木星船団より我が軍に対し資源が提供されました。
我が社は機軍に協力するため技術提供を行うことを決定しました。
Yeah, just after we paid for that, we got some free
開発部よ
research.
り新兵器の開発が終了した。
But this is what we unlocked. Oh, never mind. This is what we discovered or designed already. The Gelgig Marine, the Galbaldi B, which we'll use both of those probably.
新兵器の開発プランが提案されました。開発部の提案をご覧になりますか？
The Rick Diaz, because why the fuck not? Char used it, so it has to be a Char specific unit. I think these are actually in place for the Quattro's AUG thing, but you already have those when that starts, I think. You can already build double Zetas, or Zetas, I don't remember. But yeah, so Char gets Rick Diaz, it doesn't matter who he's in charge of. The Gelgug Marine Commander, which we don't have SEMA, so we don't need to build those. The Isaac, we need to build those, that's also why we got to 16. We can upgrade our flappers directly into them, I've checked. And the Delta Plus, or the Delta Gundam. It's the Zeta 1. Because why the fuck not? The only problem is it only does 240 damage. It's totally not worth it. Still badass. We'll build one, but they're not as good as Hyaku Shikis or barely better than Casval Gundams. So it's not all that worth it. And then the full armored Gelgug Marine, or the Gelgug Marine FS, whatever it's called. I never saw the point in these things. Yeah. Oops. I need to do double next turn. Oh well. Don't need to tech up anymore. I forget which ones it is. It's MSN001. Yeah, I remember that one. It was the first variation for Zeta. No. Those are underwater units. 99? Yep, that's the Rick Diaz. We want one of those. Those are really goddamn good. I believe it's the red one, though. And what else did we get? We want one of those, because we need those. We don't need one of those. Should probably build a Guazine just to scrap it. Should probably build Tevez just to scrap them. Just because I want to see something. I want to see if they are the red ones or the black ones, so we're going to double production on that. How much do you guys want for that? Sure, why not? And sure, we'll skip the Isaac because it's pretty cheap. So we're going to wait another 2 turns, then I'll end the episode. Because neither Zeon or the Federation is doing anything, so sitting around doesn't really matter. We should also be building big Zoms in here, but they move really slow, so kind of sketchy about getting them. Yeah. I'm assuming Zeon's still around Tech 19, so we should be fine. They'll get the Gallus J on 19, but after that, they won't get anything good for a while. Actually, on 21, they get the Hama Hama. So, unless I mind them throwing Gaza C's at us, which I don't, we should be okay for quite a bit. And we got the Rick Diaz. It's actually the black one. But if we stick Char in it, he'll become the Quattro Vagina one. Even though he's not actually Quattro Vagina in this one. Or 4 Vaginas, whatever his name is. The Zeong, which we'll get the perfect Zeong. The Isaac, so we'll get some flappers. And we stole... Or we got the perfect Zeong. Never mind. Shouldn't skip through those things. I should actually listen to what they say. Do we want the perfect Zeong, or do you want me to just use Zeongs? They're basically the same thing. Just one can't work on the ground. It's MAN. What am I doing? Actually, I don't know where it is. We have a big tray, though. And we have all those units up in space? Yeah. These things are actually better than Nemo's, weirdly enough, and they're cheaper. Stat-wise, they're slightly better than Gelgug Marines. Well then, we might not use them. Though their melee is better, and they have head Vulcans. The Galbaldi bees, which are much better. Zeong, yeah. Space only though, sad fact. And those guys. We will be sending all of those to here. Or actually, we'll send the Zeong elsewhere. How about here? Because I think the new ACL is here as well. Yeah, it is. Oh wow, we can load it up into Adoros. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Well, we can do that with Zeongs as well, so it's not all that impressive. And how many turns till the Delta Gundam? I was about to say Delta Plus again. Okay, let's wait one more turn, then I'll end it, because it's not very long yet. And we got the Delta Plus. Looks pretty badass. It's basically the Hyaku Shiki combined with the Zeta. It can transform in this one, which it doesn't have structural integrity, so it doesn't make sense. One of Char's other custom units, which we would get in 3 levels time anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but the Hyaku Shiki, which is the actual Hyaku Shiki, so it's pretty badass. Yep. We're gonna research the Hyaku Shiki too, just to stick Char in it. Where is it? It is... I don't know. Oh, of course, it's the Type 100. I'm blind. It's fine. Yeah, we're gonna get a Hyaku Shiki, which has like 400 damage at one point. Yeah, so we'll wait 4 turns for that. That's not that big a deal. We'll do that before I forget. We'll check if Zeon's producing anything, which they aren't, so they're pretty much stagnant. That's good. So, if I wanted to, I could totally tech up all the way to, like, Sazabis or Nightingales and have everyone run around in them. But we don't have to, if you guys don't want me to. Yeah, this is the Delta Gundam. It does 240, 120, 32. And it can transform. I think that's badass, but it doesn't make it do a lot of damage. Yeah, so 240, 1232, and has 320 HP. Whereas the Casval Gundam, conveniently on the top, does 210, 20, 180, and has 300 HP. So it has 20 more HP and does 30 more damage. And actually does less melee. Has a higher chance to hit, though, which would be great, but then I don't know how much the Hyaku Shiki stacks up. So I can't compare the two. Can I trade it for more money? I'm not doing that. That's a shit deal. 2 for 3. No. Yeah, so the Delta Plus isn't the greatest. We might stick like Lala or something into them. They're not a new type mobile suit. They're bipedal, they have a shield, and it transforms. Yeah, so we'll go use that. We might stick like Lala into it or something. Somebody who has a high dodge chance, so the low HP and low armor doesn't matter. Also, has 200 energy versus 160, so the energy's higher. But yeah, we won't be using them officially because they're just not very good. Hell, if you guys want me to, I can even use Rick Diazes. Thinking about it, they do more damage than the Gelgoog does. And the Dwattage, they do slightly more. How much HP do they have is the question. We sent them here, which they have 6... Wow. They have 220 per unit as opposed to... Well, those which have 300. But the Pazoon Dwattage, which has 180. So they are better. And 170 versus Galbaldi B, which is 190. So yeah, we could use all Rick Diazes if you guys want me to. It'd be ridiculous, but hilarious. And I think with the Rick Diaz, we can give it the flyer. So that should be good. I don't think we have to research that in this one. I think that's only the AUG campaign. So that one's strange. We will, however, get this. They're cool. They're not very good, but they're cool. And... No, okay. It's weird seeing the Hyzak designation for non-Hyzaks. And we can upgrade our flappers directly into it if we want, which we will do, because Isaacs are just better in general. Yeah, also melee for about 3 times the damage. Wow. We should really be replacing these with Gigans. No. Yeah, okay, we'll leave those for that. We'll leave those for now. We could upgrade those into Gelgig Marines if we want. They get a movement penalty, so it's not the greatest. And they don't get flyers either, because they're not cool like the AUG is. Yeah, anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, you should like. Next week, we will get a lot done. We'll rebuild the army and go probably take Africa. I haven't decided if I want to drop directly on Kilimanjaro or not yet. Actually, you drop on here, so we'll just attack it. It'll be easier. Oh, I also did reorganize the army. We're going to get rid of a couple of these after we upgrade our Hyzax in space. We're going to build some more units down there and stuff, so we'll have a couple of extra units. But yeah, we have 2 Zanzibars, which are basically empty. 3, because I forgot about that one. Which has a powered GM in it? Forgot we had those. Yeah. Still haven't stolen the Pegasus yet, so we can't upgrade, or the white base, so we can't upgrade our Pegasuses. We'll randomly load that Desert Zaku up with a powered GM. We have some Gundam stuck in with a Gigan and a Dom Cannon. I don't know what I was thinking about that one, but it was probably good reasoning at the time. Yeah, so I've organized those guys. This is still just a thrown together group that will eventually upgrade into Hyzax. We also have a big Zom. Just fun. Yeah, Zeon's gonna be using like exclusively big Zoms against us. It's kind of annoying. But that's fine. Yeah, we should be okay there. We're okay here. So we're okay on every front. Just, yeah, do you guys want me to go new tech, old tech? You want me to spam Rick Diazes for some reason? Do you want me to wait all the way up until we get to tech level 30 so we can get some Nightingales? Yeah, I think we get Nightingales with Char as our leader. I don't remember how you get the high new though. Or do you want me to just use a bunch of Sazabis and some Gyaradogas and Messers? Messers are better, just saying. Or do you want me to use all 1-year war tech, mostly Gelgook Marines, some Galbaldi A's, some Peasant Wattages, bunch of big Zoms. Randomly give everyone Hyaku Shikis because I can. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Much longer than I thought it would be. Goodbye.